Well, good evening. It's Saturday night, and it's hockey night for the Londonderry Lancers as they're getting set to take on the Pinkerton Astros on this February 22nd. Glad you could join us for Lancer Hockey. I'm Adam LaFleur. Welcome aboard. So we meet the starting lineup for the visiting Astros. It's Michael Belmore will start up front, as well as Ryan Day and Ryan Monty for Pinkerton. On defense for the Astros is Josh Hamilton and Josh Barton. And the starting netminder for the Astros will be Brendan Murphy. Now we'll meet the starting lineup for your Lancers. Captain Eric Coburn is going to start up front. Also, Curtis Harper will join him. Cooper Roy rounds out the offensive line. Now the defensive pairing for the Lancers will be Brett Evangelista, as well as Mark Leach here tonight for Londonderry. And in goal, number 1, Joe McGrath will get the start, as we saw Church get the start on Wednesday in the Lancers' most recent home game. So Bedford will switch that up today, put McGrath in goal to start against Pinkerton, as we will head down to ice level now for our national anthem. Well, Lancers are coming in on a big 12-game winning streak. They're doing quite well, as that speaks for itself. Most recently, they defeated Nashua North 3-0 right here at home on Wednesday, February 19th, just a couple of days ago. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Pinkerton coming in with a record of 5-7-2. Most recently, the Astros defeated Concord 7-4. That game was played on Thursday, February 20th. So both of these teams coming in off a win in their last outing. And the Lancers tonight, as we mentioned, with a big win streak going, they're going to try to make it 13 in a row here tonight at Salem's Ice Center as we get set for Londonderry and Pinkerton. A rivalry game, and one that on paper the Lancers should win, but of course things don't always go as they should. So they'll want to take it one play at a time, as always. We don't want to see them get overconfident, as we've mentioned in previous games, that like this one, look like they should be a Londonderry win on paper. And it is quite crowded here tonight at the Ice Center, probably the biggest crowd I have seen this season for a Lancer hockey home game. So they'll enjoy that as we get set to go here tonight. Londonderry and Pinkerton meeting towards the end of the regular season. These teams have played before. It was in Pinkerton's home building up in Hooksett, and at that game the Lancers won 4-3 in a very tight battle. So they'll try to get another victory from Pinkerton here this evening as we are underway. Puck back down in the Astros end. They work it out to center. It is Pinkerton's Belmore over there on the far side. Lancers take it away. Here's Coburn working it down the near side in the offensive zone. Shoots from a tough angle wide of the far post. It ricochets all the way around and out of the zone. So the Lancers left to clear the zone. That allows the Astros to move it out. Not for long, though. It was intercepted by Coburn, and then he's offsides. So both teams will make line changes here. 30 seconds into this game as the faceoff comes on the near side. And neutral ice, Moriarty in to take it for the Lancers, but he's unable to win it. The Astros get it back. It's Doherty on it. He feeds it up the far side for Ethan Landry. Going down the far side, and then Landry was spilled by Lucas Poulin over there. That got some cheers from the Londonderry crowd as the Astros clear this one down into the far corner. Lancers will work it out the other way. Jason Parker up ahead over the red line. He chips this one down into the far corner. Moriarty chasing after it. Also Doherty down there for Pinkerton. Astros can't clear. It was held in by Colby Austin at the near point. He lost it, though. Look out, here come the Astros out. Ethan Landry moving it down the near side. In front, they score. Oh, my. Pinkerton not wasting any time here in the early stages of this first period as the Astros take a 1-0 lead. It's the assistant captain, Bailey Walsh, putting the puck behind McGrath there to give the boys in red and white the 1-0 lead as Ethan Landry will get the assist. He worked it down the near side. Fed a weak-looking pass in front for Walsh. McGrath kind of bobbled it with his pads. He didn't hold on to it, and that allowed Walsh to very slowly tuck it home. So Pinkerton the early lead here as the Lancers come down off the faceoff, shot wide by Harper. Now it's Evangelista holding it in at the near point down low into the trapezoid. Coburn finds it in the far corner. Indeed, they give Landry the assist on the goal, and it was senior Bailey Walsh, the assistant captain of the Astros, putting his team up 1-0. Lancers, though, down the other end now, trying to answer for themselves. It was taken away by from Evangelista. Now on the far side looking for it, Ryan Christie over there for the Astros. Pinkerton can't clear. It's held in by Mark Leach at the far point. A long shot on, turned aside by Murphy, the Pinkerton netminder. And then his team clears it out. Down the far corner it goes. Cooper Roy gives chase for Londonderry. Then Mark Leach gets there, brings it behind his own net, chips it up the near side, and finds Coburn once again at the red line. Coburn feeds it over to, that was Harper he was looking for in the slot, but the pass couldn't connect. And Pinkerton sends it back out. Londonderry off on a line change. That allows the Astros Michael Belmore to pick it up. Not for long, though, as Pinkerton had to backpedal, send it back in their own end, where it's chipped, not able to get it out of the zone, though, are the Astros. And then a couple of shots there from the Lancers. One came from Mike Donlan, turned aside with the pads of Murphy. Now down low in the trapezoid. Along the end boards, Moriarty works into the far corner. His pass went right in front. There were bodies in front. Multiple defensemen there for the Astros that clear the puck all the way down for an icing against Pinkerton. 12-14 remaining in this opening period. It's Pinkerton 1 and the Lancers nothing. Astros with a goal from Bailey Walsh, assisted by Ethan Landry a couple of minutes ago to give Pinkerton the 1-0 lead as the Lancers have it down in the Astro zone. However, now Moriarty working around his man in the far corner, gets it over to Jason Parker up the far side half wall, back to Moriarty. He sends one right through the slot. No one home for the Lancers. It comes to Colby Austin on the near side, who feeds it back in the trapezoid for Donlan. Donlan was taken down by Steve Leonard of the Astros in behind. Now it goes to the far side. Moriarty turns and sends it into the far corner. Mike Donlan over there works around his man, sends it back to the trapezoid and into the near corner where it's picked up by Parker. He turns in tight and tried to feed it back behind the Pinkerton net, but we've got a whistle and a penalty call coming up here, the first of the game. It is a cross-checking call, and it's going to go against Pinkerton. It's the 7 of Steve Leonard who's going to the box for the Astros as he took down, I believe it was Parker, in behind the Pinkerton net. And the man in stripes was looking, so the Lancers get the first power play of the game. We'll try to even the score at 1 as Mark Leach sends a shot wide of the near post. Out from center point, now it's Curtis Harper along the end boards. Leaves it there for Coburn. He circles to the front. Shoots one up high over the net. It comes down in the near corner. Cooper Roy now circles with it. He holds it, edge of the near circle. Backhands one out to the near point. Leach Down low, back to Roy instead. Coburn along the inboards. In front, Cooper Roy had it. He shot one. Hit a body in front, and then I believe Murphy got a piece of it. Steered it to the far corner. Here's Coburn. Over the far side, face-off dot. Now he circles it into the high slot. Pass up high, finds Leach. Shooting one up high off the glass as it went up over the net. Now in the near corner, Pinkerton's Josh Hamilton looking for it. And the Astros can't quite clear, but they do this time as Ethan Landry got a stick on that one for the Astros to clear it out to neutral ice. And then it's an offside call against the Lancers as the puck came out and back in. 1:09 left in the Londonderry power play as Steve Leonard sits for cross-checking. 10:44 remaining in this first period. Pinkerton 1 and the Lancers nothing. Londonderry wins the draw. Evangelista on the far side feeds it up ahead to Nick Donnelly. Donnelly up to Alex LaPlante. Lancers work it across that Pinkerton blue line. Now down the near corner. Frank Winters looking for it. Goes around to the far side of Evangelista. Backhander to hold it in. He hits it to Donnelly working his way into the slot. Shooting one. Hit the far post and then came down. Looked like it was in the crease and then bounced wide. Comes back in front. Donnelly unable to backhand one on. And then along the inboards now. Alex LaPlante, far corner. Working it around. Trying to feed a pass out to Leach at the center point. But then it was intercepted by the defense of Ryan Christie and cleared out all the way down the ice. Now up the near side. Lancers with 23 seconds of power play time left. Try to get something set up here as Evangelista can't quite bring it over the blue line. He does on his second attempt, however. Working it to the edge of the near circle. Leaves it there for Nick Donnelly, who lost it as it's taken away by Belmore. And the Astros clear the zone. Jason Parker circles back in his own end. Now Parker out over the red line. Down to the offensive zone, working his way around two Pinkerton defenders and firing one right into the chest of Murphy, who covers that one for the whistle. Penalty on Leonard has expired, so we're back 5 aside with 9:34 remaining in period number 1. Lancers trail the Astros 1-0. Bailey Walsh scored for Pinkerton earlier in this first period, but the Lancers tie it right off the draw, as it was, I'll tell you who it was Jason Parker picking up the rebound, as I believe Colby Austin took the original shot right off the draw. Murphy kicked out the rebound with his pad, and then Jason Parker picking up the juicy rebound and burying it. He ties the game at 1 for Londonderry. As Parker gets his third goal in the last 2 games. He scored a pair on Wednesday. He's got one here tonight, and he ties the game at 1 midway through this opening period. Lancers down looking for more now as Colby Austin holds it in at the near point. It is indeed Colby Austin who picks up the assist for Londonderry, so it's Parker from Austin tying the game at 1 here for the Lancers midway through the first. And we're all even Steven back where we started as the Lancers working around down in that Pinkerton end, but the Astros clear this one out and down. It's going to be thought it would be an icing. Instead, it's not, as play will continue. Lucas Poulin backhands one to the far boards. Curtis Harper there sends this one out to center. As the working around Astros clear it back down to that Lancer end. Colby Austin, who assisted on the Parker goal just a moment ago, sends this one up in the Lancers' direction. Mike Donlan clears it to an open corner on the far side. Now it's Moriarty, picks it up along the half wall, sends it down low for Harper. Back to the trapezoid, he sends one up to the near point. Now Austin shooting one on. Pad saved by Murphy, and he covers it with the glove for the whistle. Coburn in to take the near side draw. Lancers win it. Brett LaPlante at the blue line, right in front, and that rebound was loose. Both Harper and Coburn couldn't put it home, as I believe Harper sticked it wide. Then the Astros clear the zone. Lancers trying to come right back in. Cooper Roy couldn't get a stick on it there, but Harper turns and keeps it in the offensive zone. Not for long, however, as the Astros will get it right back out to center. It's Pinkerton's Ethan Landry moving it up. Lancers clear that one out of harm's way. Harper now over the red line. Blue line down in the offensive zone. Leaves it there for Coburn. Hey, shoots one up high over the near corner of the net. And then in behind, we've got a whistle and a tripping call coming up here, and it's going to be against the Astros. It's Pinkerton's Giovanni Corsetto going to the box. So the Lancers, who are 0 for 1 on the power play, are going to have their second opportunity right here, a chance to take the lead 2-1 if they can convert. As it's down along the inboard, slides into the near corner. Moriarty in there for the Lancers. Some help from Mike Donlin. He leaves it there for Donlin, and then he sends one through the near circle, but the Astros float it out to the red line where Mark Leach picks it up. Leach over to Donlin on the near side. He clears it down into an open corner, far side. Jason Parker giving chase in there with his man Zach Pendeza of the Astros. Lancers hold it in once more. It's Parker circling along the edge of the far circle now, far side half wall. Sends one over to Moriarty, then it goes down low for Donlin. Far corner, out to the point, Leach. Over there, far side, he waits, sends one on goal. Hit a skate in front, I believe, and ricocheted to the far side. Donlin over there, far side half wall. Edge of the circle out to the line, Leach. And play is blown dead now. We've got another penalty call coming up here. It's an elbowing call, and it's going to be against the Astros. So the Lancers are going to the 5-on-3 for 1:07. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. I thought Pinkerton's Zach Pendeza was going to the box. Instead, it's Moriarty going to the box for the Lancers. Sorry about that. It's Moriarty that gets called. So we're going to be 4 aside, rather, for 1:07. And then Pinkerton would have a 57-second power play, or 53-second power play, if there are no further penalties called. So we're 4 aside now as Moriarty goes to the box for elbowing. Coburn brings it down the near side into the corner. He turns it, brings it through the near circle, out to Colby Austin at the near point. Fanned on the pass, then picked it up himself. Sent it through the slot. No one could get a stick on it there. Poulin at the far side. Back to Coburn along the inboards. It got ahead of him. Goes into the near corner where Steve Leonard couldn't pick it up for the Astros. Out to Austin. It goes back to Coburn. In the near corner, the Lancers captain trying to work it around his man Leonard. Couldn't do so. However, the Astros take it away. It's Walsh, the Pinkerton goal scorer, who gets this one out down the near side. Christie with it in the near corner for Pinkerton. Goes behind the Lancers net. No one over there for the Astros. That will allow Austin to backhand this one out to the Astros blue line. And Pinkerton will head off on a change here. Austin feeds it over to Coburn. He'll circle back in his own end for the Lancers as the penalty on Corsetto has expired, so the Astros go to the power play. They'll have the extra man for another 43 seconds now as they bring it out over the red line. Pinkerton coming down into the Lancers' end. Unable to get a shot away was Ryan Monty, and the Lancers clear this one out all the way down. Murphy sticks it aside for Josh Hamilton. Back in the trapezoid, he feeds it up the far side, finds Prendergast over there, who fed it ahead. Lancers intercepted that clearing attempt and sent it right back down. 5 minutes remaining in this opening period. 1-1 between Londonderry and Pinkerton here tonight as they battle for it on the near side. Jason Parker lost a stick trying to kick it out of there with his foot. He got some help from Donlin to clear it back where it's picked up by the Astros. Hamilton, who feeds it up ahead. Intercepted by Poulin, however. He brings it down into the offensive zone, into the near circle. He goes down, however, as Josh Barton took down Poulin without a call. That allows the Astros to clear this one out back down into the Lancers' end. It's an icing call against Pinkerton with 4:33 remaining in this opening period. Both teams will make line changes now. Offensive zone draw coming up here for Londonderry. Alex LaPlante will take this draw for the Lancers against Tyler Poole of the Astros. Lancers win it. Evangelista shoots one wide as he took the pass from LaPlante right off the draw. Then the Astros clear it out to center, however. It's Tim Cronin moving it down the far side. Taken away by Evangelista. On defense for Londonderry. He feeds it up the near side where Alex LaPlante got a stick on it. Some help from Poulin to send it down into the near corner. Chasing after it, Nick Donnelly. Along the far side it goes now He and his man Doherty looking for it over there now. Nick Donnelly comes in there also for the Lancers. Astros get it free. It's the captain, Ryan Christie, working it out for Pinkerton. Lancers doing a nice job of breaking up the Astros' opportunities to advance and sending it right back down the other way. Seems every time Pinkerton comes up into the Londonderry end, it does not last long. As the Astros have it here, however, shot up above the net came from Cronin. Now in the near corner, it's cleared through the slot by Corsetto. On the far side, Astros have it trying to work through the near circle, but Nick Donnelly takes it away. Backhands a pass out to the red line. Taken by a Leonard. Back the other way. But then the Lancers' Alex LaPlante sends it down to the near corner. Leonard over there for the Astros along the end boards. Backhands it up the near side. It will come out to neutral ice. And Cooper Roy gets a stick on it there. Sends it back the other direction. It's back and forth they go here in the late stages of the opening period. Mark Leach now down in the far corner. In the Lancers end, he brings it behind his own net. Pass up the near side. He tried to find, I believe Evangelista was over there, but the Astros take it away and hold it in. Look out, Hamilton trying to get a shot away. Now it comes in front, and Walsh couldn't get a shot away. He scored the Astros' first goal of the game here earlier in this period. Unable to get a shot away there. Lancers back the other way. Cooper Roy trying to backhand a shot on. He didn't get good wood on that one. That allows the Astros to bring it back out to center, and down into the Lancers end they go. Hamilton fires it wide of the far post. It went in behind the Lancers net. Now Pinkerton holds it in. Ryan Monty working it around in the far circle now to the far side half wall. But it was taken away by Coburn and cleared out all the way down for the Lancers. It's an icing call there against Londonderry with 2:11 remaining in this opening frame. Lancers 1 and the Astros nothing. Pinkerton opened the scoring with a goal by Bailey Walsh, assisted by Ethan Landry in the early stages of this first period, but then Jason Parker answered back a few minutes later for the Lancers. Colby Austin the assist on that tally, and we stand at 1-1 here with 2 minutes remaining in this opening period. As the Astros have it down in their own zone, but Donlin takes it away, and then on the near side, we have a penalty call coming up against the Lancers as Pinkerton's Ryan Monty was spilled just at the edge of the Astros blue line. Or excuse me, no. It's not a penalty. It's just an offside, I believe, as the puck came out and back into the Lancers end. Well, we're having a rough night. That's my second error. I apologize, folks, on the penalty calls. We'll have to improve things in the second and third period. Here's Mike Donlin moving ahead, but the Lancers are offsides yet again. The Londonderry crowd didn't like that one as there were some groans off to our left. But there'll be another neutral zone draw here with now 1:32 remaining in this opening period. We're glad you could join us for Lancer hockey on this Saturday night. I'm Adam LaFleur. Here at the Ice Center as the Lancers play the Pinkerton Astros. Here this evening, face-off on the near side. It's Alex LaPlante in to take it. Then he was spilled as the Astros won the draw. But the Lancers get it right back as it sat in skates. Now it's Nick Donnelly on the far side down on the offensive end. Backhands one to the far corner. Taken away by Barton. He backhands one behind his own net to the near side for Hamilton. And Pinkerton will move it up over the red line. Tyler Poole on it now. Sends one down. McGrath out of his net to stop it up for Lucas Poulin. Poulin feeds it to the near side where Colby Austin was over there. Lancers having some trouble getting it out of their own zone now as Hamilton holds it in for Pinkerton, trying to work his way to the front of the net. Josh Hamilton turns and shoots one wide of the far post as it ricocheted off the end boards. Now Christie picks it up over there for Pinkerton, sends one to the near corner. Only Lancers over there, however. That allows Londonderry's, I believe that was Austin who cleared it out. Astros get it right back, however, with under a minute to go here in the first period, 28 seconds to be exact. A backhand on from Pinkerton's Ryan Christie didn't make it all the way to the net. Now here's Lucas Poulin moving it up the near side. Lancers trying to mount one last offensive bid here late in the first. Colby Austin backhands this one at the far point to hold it in. He does likewise a second time and holds it in again, but then it's cleared out by Seamus Doherty of the Astros and sent all the way down, where Coburn picks it up on the near side, and he will just hold it there as time expires. So the Astros open the scoring on a goal by Bailey Walsh early in this first period, but then Jason Parker had the answer for the Lancers to tie the game at 1, and that's where we stand after the opening 15 minutes here tonight from the Ice Center. We're glad you joined us for Lancer Hockey on this Saturday night. I'm Adam LaFleur, and we'll be back with second period action in just a moment with Londonderry and Pinkerton. Stay with us. Welcome back for the second period here tonight as the Lancers take on the Pinkerton Astros in their third to last game of the season. All of those 3 games will be at home. Lancers are going to play Bishop Girton on Wednesday of next week, and then they'll round out the season against Salem on Saturday, March 1st. That game could very well be the deciding factor for the number 1 spot in Division I, as Londonderry and Salem sit atop the division right now. The Blue Devils have a game at hand on the Lancers, so Salem is currently listed in first place. But that will certainly be an exciting one if you can join us on March 1st for that one. And if not, you can always join me for the replay game, either on your television on Channel 21 or online with the Lancer YouTube channel, or on the Londonderry School District website if you click on the video link and then click Athletics. But for tonight, it's 1-1 after 1 between Londonderry and Pinkerton, as Bailey Walsh scored for the Astros to open the scoring back in the first. Then Jason Parker had the answer for Londonderry to even things up, and that's where we stand as the second period begins here on this Saturday night of Lancer hockey. Down in that Astros end, right off the opening draw, Lancers looking for it. Coburn in the far corner picks it up. He got some help from, that was Harper down low. Now comes to the near side for Mark Leach. Back to Coburn along the end boards. He spins into the near corner, brings it up the near side half wall, leaves it there for Leach, who works it into the near corner. Now in behind the net, Cooper Roy trying to wrap one around. He did so, and it came right in front in the crease. And Harper was trying to get a shot away, but the net came off the moorings. So the whistle halts play. Oh, that's a tough break for the Lancers. Had that net stayed on, they would have had a couple very good whacks at it right in the crease. But the net comes off, so we'll have a face-off on the near side, which is taken by Moriarty, and it sits in skates off the draw. Then Pinkerton's Josh Barton comes away with it, and it floats on goal where Murphy covers it up as there were multiple bodies in front. Puck was caught in skates. And then it came to Murphy, who holds on for the whistle. 14-18 remaining here in this second period that has just begun. Off the near side draw, Lancers win it. It's Lucas Poulin holding in at the point, down low for Moriarty. He turns and sends one into the slot. Parker couldn't get a stick on it. It was intercepted by Pinkerton's Ryan Day. And the Astros clear it out, come down into the Lancers' end. In the far corner now, Ryan Monty looking for it over there. Lancers take it away, unable to clear the zone, however, as Josh Barton holds it in at the blue line. Not for long as the Lancers clear it out down into the near corner of the Pinkerton end. And then right back out to center it comes. Poulin works it out in his own end up ahead, looking for Moriarty. Getting in the way of that one is Josh Barton. Astros will regroup back in their own end. Hamilton tried to move it ahead, then it came right back to him. Josh Hamilton sends it behind his own net for the Astros. It settles down on the near side where it was cleared out to center by Belmore, but then the Lancers bring it right back in. Shot by Harper, missed the mark, rang off the end boards, and now ricochets to the near corner. Multiple bodies in there looking for it. Astros will come away with it, but lose it. Here's a shot by Mike Donlan from right in the slot. Up high over the net. As he rang it off the glass, it came back down. And now at the far point, Coburn lost his stick trying to dive and hold the puck in the zone with his glove. He couldn't quite do so. And it comes out to the neutral zone. Belmore rather, scores. Oh, Michael Belmore taking advantage of a very awkward situation as Coburn fell down on the far side at the Pinkerton blue line. He tried to get a glove on the puck to send it up into the Lancers offensive zone, but he couldn't do so. That allowed the Astros to take over for an odd man rush up ice, and it's Michael Belmore who beats McGrath and puts the Astros up 2-1 here in the early stages of this second period. So the Lancers, who were down by one early in the first, find themselves in the same position, down by one here early in the second. As the Astros take the 2-1 lead, moving it down the near side now, Leonard into the corner. Coburn all over him, takes it away in the trapezoid. Captain of the Lancers sends it to the near side for Harper. 2-on-1 if they hurry. He's got Evangelista. Harper moving it up ahead, shooting one wide of the top right corner as he lifted that one just high. Now the Astros have a breakaway the other way. Look out. It's Cronin moving it down the near side or the far side, I should say, and shooting one into the pad of McGrath, and then it went wide of the far post. Oh, a lucky break there for Londonderry as they gave up a very dangerous breakaway to Pinkerton's Tim Cronin. And then some pushing and shoving exchange after the whistle in that far side circle. Nothing serious, however, as the officials are quick to step in and break that up. So we might see things get slightly rough. See a little bit more of that as this game progresses with the two rivals here tonight, Londonderry and Pinkerton. And as we said, the Lancers don't want to get overconfident, as on paper they're in quite a more desirable position in the standings than their rivals wearing the red. But Pinkerton has the lead right now, 2-1. And there's going to be a penalty coming up here on the Astros. Tim Cronin is going to sit in the box. Same one that just had the breakaway. Now goes to the box, but also Curtis Harper will sit in the sin bin for Londonderry. So it's going to be matching minors here, it would appear. So we're going to be now they're going to have to sort this out. The ref came over to talk with the timekeeper, also with Harper, who was maybe pleading his case in the Lancers box. And instead, it's going to be a Pinkerton power play, as we'll wait for the announcement here, but I don't know how that's not matching minors. It takes two to push and shove. And now Harper and Cronin exchanging words with each other from their respective penalty boxes. And we'll still wait for the penalty announcement there. I don't see how that's not matching minors. And now we've got another Lancer penalty as Mark Leach goes to the box. Oh, the Lancers don't want to let the emotion start to get the better of them as they trail by one, and Mark Leach is penalized here. So it's going to be now they have 2 minutes on the board for a Pinkerton power play, which should have already started. So I believe this is going to be matching minors against Harper and Cronin, and then an additional call on Leach. Whatever the result, we'll wait for the announcement here. Now there's another delayed penalty coming up against the Lancers. So Harper sits, And now look out, Lucas Poulin is going to the box also. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Pinkerton for 142. 3 Lancers in the penalty box. They do not want to let this parade to the box get away from them. As the Astros working around on the 5-on-3. Far side now, sending one through the slot was Corsetto. Comes to the near side where taking in the boards was Poole by the defensive work of Evangelista. Now Walsh couldn't get a shot away. It was blocked by the defensive Coburn. Now Coburn can't quite force the puck out over the line. Look out, he's down. And the Astros are going to work it to the front of the net. A 4-on-2 for a moment there. McGrath makes the pad save on the close range Pinkerton shot. Then the Lancers are able to clear it out all the way down. 1 minute remaining in the 5-on-3. 10:34 left in this middle frame. Astros bring it down the near side. It's Walsh, who already has 1 goal tonight for Pinkerton, looking for his second as he gives it up to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Walsh, top of the far circle. Fires one up high. Over and then and off the glass. Comes down to Hamilton. Along the near side half wall, he gives it over to Walsh. Walsh down low. As the Astros working around, shooting one just wide was Poole. Now it comes in front for a shot from Tyler Poole and a goal. As Ethan Landry fed it across the crease for Poole, who tapped that one behind McGrath. 5-on-3 power play goal. And just like that, the Pinkerton Astros take the 3-1 lead. Oh, not the way the Lancers wanted this second period to go at all. And there's still 48 seconds of power play time left for Pinkerton. And now the Lancers are going to call a timeout. So Coach Peter Bedford is going to discuss some things here. And a very useful move of the timeout as the Lancers really struggling here with multiple penalty calls and then a Pinkerton goal, making it 3-1 Astros. Bedford's going to take the pause, talk to his players, just try to settle things down here because it's really getting out of hand here for Londonderry. When play resumes, Pinkerton will have 43 seconds of 5-on-4 power play time. There is 10:01 remaining in this second period. As Ethan Landry just picked up his second assist of the game on that third Pinkerton goal, which was scored by, I believe it was Belmore. We'll wait for the announcement. Now both referees over at the timekeeper's box discussing things here. But there is no clock issue. The clock is correct, and we're waiting to get things back underway here as the Lancers used their timeout to try and settle things down. Face-off will come at center after the timeout call by Lancers head coach Peter Bedford. Coburn in to take this draw against Ryan Day. Astros win it. Back it goes. It's now Ryan Christie working it up the near side, down into the Lancers end. Dumps it into the near corner where it ricochets to the far side. Evangelista over there. He gets it right back, and Evangelista clears this one out all the way down. 30 seconds left in the Pinkerton power play. As the Lancers work it down the far side now. Coburn sends one in front for the shot by Leach. Look out. Oh, short-handed bid there. Nice work by Mark Leach to fire the shot away, but Murphy makes the pad save. Now right back the other way. Astros down in that Lancers end. Leonard at the far side clears it along the end boards where Evangelista picks it up. Clearing attempt held in by Ryan Christie at the blue line, sent into the near corner. Leach on it over there for the Lancers once again. He clears it back behind his own net, where Pinkerton's Hamilton backhands it into the far corner to keep the rush alive, but the Lancers clear it out to center. The penalties which affect the manpower situation have expired, so we're back 5 aside, but not without one Pinkerton goal to make it a 3-1 game. So the Astros cashed in on the 5-on-3. Both Harper and Cronin still sit in the box. So the penalties on those two were 5-minute penalties, probably for roughing, for the exchange we had off on the far side before the parade to the box began. Now this one goes down deep in the Pinkerton end, where it's picked up by Hamilton for the Astros. He'll start it out, comes out over the red line for Pinkerton. Lost it, however. Moriarty takes it away for the Lancers, feeds it up ahead to Jason Parker, who fell down on the job. That allows Landry to take it away for Pinkerton, send it up the far side, where it's intercepted by Colby Austin. Then he takes his man down without a call as the Lancers get a break there. Now it's Hamilton working into the slot dangerously there, right through the Lancers' crease. Nobody able to get wood on it for Pinkerton. Now the Lancers started out 3-on-1. Moriarty working it down, shooting one. Pad save by Murphy. Rebound deflects over the net and comes to the near side, where multiple bodies will look for it. It's Pinkerton's Walsh that comes away with it. Sends it up to the far point, held in by Lucas Poulin. Over there for Londonderry. Poulin down low along the end boards. Moriarty circles with it in the far corner, sends one to Donlin, who fired a shot right into the pads of Murphy, who was hugging the near post, and he makes the stop. Oh, so Pinkerton's Josh Hamilton taken down by the stick of a Lancer down in the Londonderry end a few moments ago, but the men in stripes decide not to call that one. Certainly a break there for the Lancers, as that could have been yet another Londonderry penalty, but they'll certainly take the break they needed at this point, as they've had a parade to the box here in this second period. Thankfully, we are back 5 aside, and there are no more Lancers in the sin bin now, as Londonderry works it down in their offensive zone, but it's taken by Doherty. He works it behind his own net for the Astros, sends one out to neutral ice, where it's corralled by Poulin. He sends it up ahead for Alex LaPlante. Now Nick Donnelly works it down the far side. He turns and shoots one on. Pad save by Murphy. Rebound goes back to Donnelly along the end boards. Now it comes just out of the corner up the near side, where LaPlante gives it right back to Donnelly. Those two trade places. Donnelly now backhands one into the near corner, and LaPlante could get a stick on it. Goes down low for Austin along the end boards, who had it stripped from him by Leonard. And he works it out to center for the Astros. Pinkerton's Christie chasing down the near side. Look out, his centering pass was just in front of the stick of Tim Cronin, and then the momentum of Cronin knocks the Lancers net off the moorings. So we'll have a stoppage here. With 6:25 remaining in period number 2, both teams will head off on a line change. You're listening to Lancer Hockey here from the Ice Center on a Saturday night. I'm Adam LaFleur. Glad to have you with us, whether you're joining us on your television with Channel 21 or online. Glad you could tune in for this rivalry between Londonderry and Pinkerton. And right now it's the Astros that lead it 3-1, and they're down in the Lancers' end looking for more, as Hamilton turns and holds it in at the Lancers' blue line. Now he works it in between the circles, shooting one on. Pad save McGrath. Look out, juicy rebound sat there, but the Lancers are able to clear it out of harm's way. Oh, that one would have been dangerous if a red shirt had been able to get a stick on it, but thankfully that is not the case. Back down into the Lancers' end it goes. Mark Leach clears it up ahead to Coburn. Coburn into the offensive zone. He works it down the near side around his man Barton, but the Astros take it away, and John Hamilton will circle back with it. Now give it to the near side for Barton. Up ahead, he finds Belmore, who sends a weak clear down into the Lancers' end. Evangelista sends it up ahead for Coburn. Down the far side it goes. Turning there was Parker. As now it comes out to Mark Leach, top of the near circle, sent one wide. Goes to the far corner, now up along the half wall. Parker Along the inboards now finds Coburn down low in the trapezoid. Backhanded out to Leach as the Astros couldn't clear. Then the Lancers send it just wide of the far post. Now Parker turns, holds it in on the far side. Coburn down low. In the corner, he sends it through the trapezoid, finds Curtis Harper. Harper right back to Coburn, backhands one in front. Nobody home for the Lancers. Now it comes out Evangelista and Parker trying to hold it in. Brett Evangelista gets the stick on it at the far point. Sends it down low for Londonderry. Back behind the Pinkerton net and into the near corner. It goes where Curtis Harper tries to work it out. He didn't know the puck was behind him, kind of misplaced it there, and that will allow the Astros to clear the zone. Good news is that's the most continuous pressure we've seen the Lancers apply in quite a few minutes here, as it's been all Pinkerton for the majority of this second period. Lancers dump this one all the way down now. Icing will be called against, no, they wave it off. No icing, as the Astros get it right back out to center. Back and forth they go here. Nick Donnelly trying to corral it at the red line. He does. Brings it down into the offensive zone just over the blue line, but Mike Donlin was ahead of the play to force it offside. 4:07 remaining in this second period. Astros 3 and the Londonderry Lancers 1. Jason Parker with the lone goal of the game for Londonderry tonight. That came back in the first period. As the neutral zone draw on the far side is won by Pinkerton. Back it goes to Doherty trying to work it around. Instead to the near side. Lancers take it away. Nick Donnelly gives it over to Moriarty. They try to work it down low. Through the slot it comes, but the Astros' Tyler Poole is there to clear it back out to center. Now they battle for it along the far side right in front of the Lancers bench. Astros come away with it, send it back down into their own end to regroup. It's Leonard behind his own net. He finds Doherty in the near corner. Back over for Leonard, taken away though by Donlin. Down low, turns and sends one through the slot for the Lancers. No one could get a stick on it now. Ryan Kearney and Donnelly unable to hold it in. Look out, here comes Christie down the near side for the Astros. Feeds one through the slot and unable to get the shot away. It was Cronin who was chasing after that puck sent to the front, and then McGrath down makes the stop, covers up for the Lancers. .3:21 remaining in this second period. Astros win the draw. Look out. Shot right on. Came from, that was Belmore right off the draw. Went just over the crossbar. Came into the near corner where the Lancers managed to get it out to center. Hamilton turns and sends it right back the other direction. Down into that Lancers end for the Astros. Lucas Poulin in behind the net. Sends it up the near side now. Here's Eric Coburn down into the offensive zone. Bringing it down the near side. He turns and needs one of his teammates to pass to, but nobody was home for him. Instead, it goes out to the line. Poulin now. But the Lancers can't hold it in for long. Belmore down the center of the ice into that Londonderry zone. He goes for the Astros. Now back through the trapezoid. Poulin manages to take it away. He clears one up the near side. Lancers can't quite get it out as it's held in by Monty. Monty taken down by Poulin on the near side. Good eye by the referee. That should not have been a call as it's down low along the inboards now. Poulin in there once again. Leaves it there for Coburn, who backhands it up the near boards. Harper. He will bring it out to center as the Lancers started out of their own zone. Harper dumps it down to an open corner. It ricochets all the way back behind the net. And then a slow-looking clear by Colby Austin is turned right back the other way for the Astros. Now here's Harper up. He's got Cooper Roy right in the slot for the Lancers. Harper's pass was too much for Roy. Oh, he put too much mustard on that one. Just needed a little tap right to the front for the shot by Roy, but Harper put too much wood on that one. Here come the Astros back down the other way, trying to work their way to the front of that. They do, and a shot goes just wide from, oh, it was Ethan Landry who just missed the near post, and then a rebound chance by Walsh is stopped with the pads by McGrath. Well, the Lancers are going to need to regroup here in the dressing room as the second period winds down. They're going to need to discuss how they're going to get the offense going in tonight's third period, as it has been, as we've said, virtually all Pinkerton in terms of offense here in this middle frame tonight. Lancers do manage to get it down in that Astros zone here, but it's taken away by Leonard for Pinkerton. He clears it to the near side. Multiple bodies over there. Jason Parker gets it free, sent it to the front, but too many Pinkerton players in front there to block off that pass. Now back to the near side it comes, and then Pinkerton gets it right out. Landry moving it down the near side, dumps it into the corner. Back behind the Lancers net it goes. Walsh over there for the Astros, both Donlin and Evangelista all over him. Evangelista gets it free for the Lancers, back behind his own net. Sends it to the near side where Doherty keeps it in for Pinkerton. Down low, Evangelista picks it up once again. Clears this one out all the way down. Icing call against Londonderry. 44.7 seconds remaining in this second period. Pinkerton 3, Londonderry 1. Here tonight from the Ice Center. Lancers in jeopardy of seeing their 12-game winning streak come to an end here tonight, unless they can mount a very strong third period after this rather dismal performance here in the second. Astros down looking for more. Look out. Pass in front. Found Poole, who couldn't quite get the shot away. Now Hamilton in the near corner. He's checked into the boards by Leach. Nice play there by Evangelista to clear it out of harm's way in front of his own net. Then a shot, and oh my goodness, that one looked like it was going in, but somehow McGrath, with a little bit of luck, managed to keep it out. Dangerous there for the Lancers. Here comes Pinkerton once again. Tyler Poole down the near side and into the corner. Alex LaPlante takes it away, however, for the Lancers. But we've got a whistle and a tripping call coming up here, and it looks like it will be against the Lancers. Yes, it will. Frank Winters is headed to the box for tripping. So with only 5.4 seconds remaining in the second period, Pinkerton is going to have almost a full power play to carry over into the third. Unless, of course, they were to score in 5 seconds here. But off the draw, the Lancers managed to clear this one out, and nicely all the way down. That will kill the remainder of this second period. So that power play is going to carry over for 154 as Frank Winters is sent to the box for tripping in the dying seconds of that second period. Well, if you're the Lancers, my, that was a period you want to forget as they surrender 2 goals and give the Astros the 3-1 lead after 2 periods of play. They'll need to regroup in the dressing room now, come out and put on quite a show in the third. And if they're going to come back and knot this one up, or maybe do even better and keep the 12-game winning streak alive. We're glad you could join us for Saturday Night Lancer Hockey. I'm Adam LaFleur. Third period action is coming up in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back for period number 3 between Londonderry and Pinkerton. And so far tonight, things have not gone the way that the Lancers would like. They trail 3-1 through 2 periods. Pinkerton with a pair of goals in the middle frame to break what was a 1-1 tie back at the first intermission. And now as we head into the third, the Astros have that 2-goal lead. Also, Pinkerton will start the third period with a power play for 1 minute 54 seconds as a tripping penalty on the Lancers' Frank Winters will carry over here into this final frame. So things not looking too good for the Lancers right now. It will be an uphill climb if they are going to mount the comeback in this one and keep their 12-game winning streak alive. Glad you could join us for the final period of this one. I'm Adam LaFleur, and you're listening to Lancer Hockey on this Sunday night. Coburn will take the center ice draw in against, well, they kicked the Pinkerton player out of there. Now we got a delay here for some reason as they sort things out. So 5-on-4 for the Astros. Coburn takes the draw against Tyler Poole. And off the draw, it's set in skates, and then the Astros will come away with it, bringing it down the near side, Ethan Landry. But the Lancers take it away nicely. Brett Evangelista clears it all the way down. So Hamilton will pick it up down in his own end for the Astros. Pinkerton starting this third period on the power play. Up ahead, he finds Tyler Poole. on the far boards at neutral ice. Then the Astros backhand it down into the far corner. Lancers over there trying to work it around, get this one out. Instead, the Astros hold it in. Walsh at the near point, fed it down low for Poole. Walsh gets it back up high. He moves out to center point, gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Walsh. High slot. Shoots one on. Way up high of everything. Hit the glass. And comes back down behind the net in play. And then the puck settled down on the side of the net. And Evangelista fell on top of it, as well as his man Corsetto. So they'll whistle the play dead and drop it on the near side. 1:05 left in the Pinkerton power play as Frank Winters sits in the box for tripping. Lancers need to stop this parade to the box if they're going to get the offense going here in tonight's third period, as they have been burdened with a bushel of penalties since the midway stage of the second period. Astros have it now. Walsh holds this one in near point. Down low, he finds Corsetto working it to the front. Pad save by McGrath. Look out. But he covers up the rebound. Prevents the puck from squirting loose. So we'll have yet another face-off. Off to the near side again. 43 seconds left in the Lancer penalty. We're glad you could join us on this Saturday night for Lancer hockey as the Astros win the draw. Unable to get a shot away there was Landry. Now it sits and skates right in front, edge of the crease. And it's whacked wide by one of the Astros offensemen right in front. Now at the near side, Corsetto working it through the near circle, feeds it to the far boards. No one over there. Moriarty on it for the Lancers, unable to backhand it out. Astros hold it in. Corsetto up high, shoots one on. Pad save by McGrath. Puck came loose. It squirts to the near corner. Astros still managing to hold it in, and then the pass from, that was Walsh, missed the stick of Corsetto completely, and the puck goes all the way down. So that will kill off the rest of the penalty time. Lancers return to full strength now as Winters comes out of the box, and they get some help from Pinkerton there as the Astros cleared the puck out of their own zone on a mismatched pass there that allowed the Winters penalty to expire. So now Londonderry will have the offensive zone draw here. 12:58 remaining in regulation time. Lancers trail the Pinkerton Astros by 3-1. They need to get that offense going in order to give their fans something to cheer about. Londonderry fans haven't had much to cheer for back until the first period when Jason Parker scored the only Londonderry goal of the game. Astros bringing it out now the other direction. Ryan Monty trying to work it head, stripped from him by Evangelista. Up ahead he finds Coburn. Some help from Harper down the near circle, but then Harper is taken down hard by his man Steve Leonard without a call. Oh boy, they're calling everything against the Lancers. They're not calling anything against Pinkerton at this point. That really should have been a call against the red shirts, but no, it won't be. Oh my. Sometimes you get mediocre referees. That has been the case tonight for Londonderry. So they have called penalty after penalty against the Lancers, but only one penalty against Pinkerton other than the matching call that went against Harper and Cronin in the second period. So that needs to stop. We need these men in stripes to start treating the Lancers with more regard here as we work into the midway stages of the third period. 11:49 left in this game. Astros bring it back down into the Lancers' end. It is Tyler Poole working along the near side half wall. Down low, looking for, that was Walsh over there. Now it comes in front. Look out, turning and shooting was Ryan Christie right in front. McGrath made the pad save, and then the net is dislodged behind him, so they'll get a whistle. Oh, that was dangerous there for the Lancers. They really cannot surrender another goal if they're going to mount the comeback here tonight. Walsh will take this draw against Coburn, and the Astros win it. Walsh turns and sends it over to one of the Astros who fed it in front. That pass was intercepted nicely by Coburn. Lancers bring it up the other way. Shot on by Harper from close range. Is stopped with a pad of Murphy. He paused for a brief hiatus and then covered up the rebound. So an offensive zone draw for the Lancers here. Curtis Harper in to take it against Walsh. Off the draw, the Astros control. Down low, Doherty on the near side, taken away by Coburn in the near corner. His pass was intercepted by Walsh. Comes out to the line. Colby Austin at the near point. Fired a shot, intercepted, and the Astros get it right back out to center. Cooper Roy turns and sends this one down into the Lancers offensive zone, but not for long. Pinkerton gets it right back out. Lucas Poulin now trying to move it up the near side, but the puck is deflected off the stick of Corsetto and into the Londonderry penalty box, out of play. So we'll have a near side draw coming up in the neutral zone. The Astros win yet another draw, but Moriarty, good stick work there to take it away. He almost got free for the partial breakaway. Couldn't quite get around his man, however. Now in the near corner, Donlin. Some help from Moriarty. Sends one in front. Out to the line. Poulin's going to hold it in. Long shot. Pad saved by Murphy. Steers it to the far side, where it's backhanded by Donlin over to Moriarty. Donlin gets it back, but it was stripped from him by Monty. And the Astros start out 2-on-2. Monty gets around his man Poulin as they get physical along the far boards. Now out to the line it goes for the shot high and wide by Doherty. Now near side, Hamilton in there looking for it for the Astros. Unable to get it free as it's caught in skates. Now he does. John Hamilton working his way to the front, but unable to do so. Came out to the line for a shot by Ryan Day. That hit a skate and deflected out of the Lancers zone. Now back the other way, Astros corral it in their own zone. Send it out to center, where it's picked up by Evangelista. He comes in, fires a shot, blocker saved by Murphy. Goes to the far side now, where Moriarty turns and sends it through the slot. On the near boards, Harper backhands one in behind the Astros net. Through the trapezoid it goes, held in at the far point by Mark Leach, but he cleared it right into a skate of Ryan Day, and that allows the Astros to send it all the way down. Icing is the call against Pinkerton. 9:36 remaining in this third period. Lancers trail the Astros by a 3-1 count. Jason Parker with the only goal of the game for the Lancers here tonight. Colby Austin got the assist on that tally back in the first period. That goal tied the game at 1 at the time, but since then it's been all Pinkerton. And the Lancers are in jeopardy of having their 12-game winning streak come to an end here tonight on home ice. Also, we should mention that the Lancers have not lost in the new year, 2014. So, I got to get this comeback going here tonight, if there is going to be a comeback. We certainly hope there is. As Coburn shot this one on goal from close range, Murphy has no trouble with that one. He'll hold it for the whistle. Lucas Poulin, Curtis Harper takes the draw on the far face-off dot. But the Astros win it, clear it all the way down. Into the near corner it goes, where Cooper Roy manages to send it back out to center for Londonderry. Now it's Pinkerton's Ryan Christie firing a shot on goal, and McGrath makes the glove save there. Nice job by the Lancer netminder to corral that one for the whistle. I have to say, every time I see Ryan Christie out there, I think of the Mr. Chris Christie, the New Jersey governor. Something about the same name that brings the governor to mind. But we won't get political, certainly not, as the Lancers are going to try to mount a comeback here in this third period. They have the puck down in the Astros zone now. Moriarty along the far side half wall, trying to work it around his man Corsetto, who is all over him. And then Landry gets it out to center for the Astros. Turning is Colby Austin. And feeding this one ahead for Donlin. It was taken away from him, however, by Hamilton. And the Astros clear the zone, so the Lancers have to clear out of there to avoid the offside call. That allows Pinkerton to send it all the way down, where McGrath comes out to stick it aside for Austin. Back along the end boards, up the near side. Yeah, Moriarty takes it away from Hamilton, feeds it ahead, but Pinkerton's Pool gets it right back up the other way. Now here's Mike Donlin coming down the near side. He fires one through the crease and considerably wide to the far corner. Ricochets out to the point. Poulin at the far side, feeds it down low. Parker couldn't get a stick on it. That will allow Pinkerton's Corsetto to clear the zone. And the Lancers dump it right back down. Both teams make line changes here with 7:32 remaining in regulation. Lancers really need to get some repeated offensive chances generated here. It's been one and done in terms of offense for most of this game for Londonderry. They need to hold that puck down in the Pinkerton end, get some shots on goal. They really need to put the puck on Murphy here. They're going to mount the comeback here. Cooper Roy backhands one through the crease. No one could get the stick on it there for the Lancers. Now Poulin feeds it down low to Coburn in the far corner. Astros take it away once again. Ryan Day clears the zone at the red line now. Austin up ahead to Cooper Roy, who sends this one down the near side. Behind the Pinkerton net it goes. Coburn at the far side. Gives it over to, that's Nick Donnelly along the inboards. Now it comes into the near corner where Barton is on it there for Pinkerton. He was bodied into the boards as things get physical over there. Now Donnelly and Day exchange some hits. Oh my, now taken down on the play is Cooper Roy, and he slashes his man, Pinkerton's Ryan Day, and there's a penalty coming up here. It's going to be against the Astros as Pinkerton's Hamilton touches up for the call. And it's going to be Ryan Day that goes to the box, I believe, for roughing as Day took down Cooper Roy really hard along the end boards. Finally, the referees opening their eyes here. That should have been a penalty, if not a double minor. Cooper Roy went down very hard. There could have been intent to injure on that check. So the Lancers will get the power play here. A much-needed man advantage for Londonderry. They're going to try to get within one. Off the draw, Moriarty takes it for the Lancers over to Jason Parker, who cannot hold it in, however, as Leonard clears it out for Pinkerton. And all the way down into the near corner. Along the end boards, Mark Leach, as the Lancers really need to get set up on this power play, generate those continuous offensive chances that they have failed to do for the majority of this game. Now it's Moriarty sending one through the slot, but Pinkerton tries to clear it out. Held in nicely by Evangelista, top of the near circle. Now he works one in. Glove saved by Murphy as he snatches that one out of midair. Oh, he was sharp with the glove that time. And we'll have a face-off coming up on the near side. Coburn wins the draw to Leach at the near point. Now back down low to Coburn along the end boards. Both teams made line changes on that recent stoppage as the puck comes right in front. Multiple bodies there, and Evangelista was whacking away at it. But Murphy was down, and he gets the whistle right away. Glad you could join us for Lancer hockey on this Saturday night. I'm Adam LaFleur, as the Lancers trail the Astros 3-1 here with 5:31 remaining in the whole shebang. This third period ticks down. 1:01 left in the Lancer power play. So they really need to get things set up here. They have not put on that continuous pressure to this point. Now in the near corner, unable to hold it in was Alex LaPlante. Pinkerton clears it all the way down. 46 seconds left in the penalty against Ryan Day for roughing as he took Cooper Roy down hard against the end boards. Now here's Coburn giving it over to Harper between the circles. Score! Curtis Harper takes the pass from Eric Coburn, and he buries it behind Murphy with a beautiful looking shot there. And with 4:57 remaining in regulation time, don't go anywhere yet. The Lancers, with a power play goal, are within one. Curtis Harper does the damage. Eric Coburn will pick up the assist as the Lancers' two top points leaders cash in on the power play, and Londonderry is within one. So we'll see if the Lancers can seize the momentum with that tally, as that'll get their home crowd back into this one, cheering on their team after Londonderry breaks a scoring drought which has dragged on since the first period with the Jason Parker goal that put Londonderry on the board. So here's Donlan shooting one, blocker saved by Murphy. Then he's pushed into the net by, that was Lucas Poulin who went down on the play. And the net is dislodged, so we'll get a whistle. There were 2 assists on the scoring play, both Coburn and Evangelista also picking up an assist there. So it's Harper from Coburn and Evangelista. Putting the Lancers within 1 here. As this puck is going to slide all the way down. It's icing against the Astros. As Pinkerton's Ethan Landry was chasing after it but could not get there in time to negate the icing call. 4:14 remaining in regulation time. Lancers down by 1. Off the draw, it will be Coburn, and they kick Walsh out of there, so it'll be Coburn and Landry. Off the draw, the Astros control it. It's backhanded up ahead by Belmore. He found Landry, who was then taken down nicely by Evangelista. That allows the Lancers to regroup at the red line. Cooper Roy sends this one down into the near corner. Now to the far side it goes. Harper along the half wall, who scored just a moment ago. Put the Lancers within 1, trailing 3-2. Up the near side now, Cooper Roy turns and drops it off for Coburn. Coburn works it into the near corner. Couldn't quite get around his man Walsh. And now they'll give chase once again. Evangelista holds it in at the near point. Coburn down low. Gets a stick on it near corner. Feeds it into the slot. Cooper Roy couldn't get the shot away, as that was a fast-moving, bouncing puck. Back to Coburn. It goes near corner. Hey, sends one out to the line. Oh, Mark Leach couldn't get a stick on that one to hold it in. So the Lancers will have to vacate the zone. Both teams make line changes here. 3:10 remaining in regulation. As the Astros come down on offense, look out, a shot by, that was Ryan Christie, who then went careening into McGrath after the shot missed its mark. And there's a delayed penalty coming up here. It's going to be against the Lancers, so that's dangerous. As Londonderry touches up, and see who's going to the box here. It's going to be Brett Evangelista for a slashing call. Oh, that's going to take quite a bit of the wind from the sails of the Lancers. There's only 2:50 remaining in the game, and Pinkerton's going to have 2 minutes of power play time now, as Evangelista's going to sit for slashing. Murphy's having a problem with his pads, the Pinkerton netminder. So there's a pause here while he gets his gear together. Now they're ready to drop it on the far side. If there was ever a time for a penalty kill, it was right now. If the Lancers can kill this off, they could have 50 seconds to pull McGrath and see what they can do. Out to the line it comes Walsh. Lancers have already used their timeout back in the second period when things really started to unravel, so they don't have the option to call a timeout here as this game wanes down. Corsetto with a shot now. Pad save by McGrath. Rebound. They score. Tyler Poole picking up the rebound at the near post as the original shot came from Corsetto. McGrath kicked out the juicy rebound with the right leg pad, and that allowed Tyler Poole to pick up the rebound and fire it top shelf for Pinkerton. It's a power play goal for the Astros, and they restore their 2-goal lead. 4-2 the count now with 2:23 remaining in regulation time. Oh my. Well, it's the referees that are going to cost the Lancers this game. Never have I seen such poor officiating in my career as the Lancer hockey broadcaster. It's been penalty after penalty against Londonderry tonight. You could not be more one-sided if you're the people in stripes. So the Lancers sort of going to get robbed by the calls here tonight, as it's down in that Pinkerton end now. We got a whistle on the near side, and a stoppage here, as I believe the faceoff will come on the near side when play resumes. They're going to bring it out to neutral ice to drop this one with 1:56 remaining in regulation. Coburn in to take this draw. Can't win it, though. Astros come away with it. Up ahead, it is Christie getting the stick on it, sending one wide of the near post to the far side. Harper over there. His clear is off the glass. He can't get it out. Held in by, that was Poole. Now he gave it over to Christie, who was unable to get the shot away. Far side now, Harper along the boards over there. He'll bring it out to neutral ice for the Lancers. 1:30 remaining in regulation. Harper's taken down without a call there. If that doesn't prove my point, I don't know what does. I've been telling you about the referees, and Curtis Harper is taken down hard by one of the Astro players. I didn't catch who it was in red that spilled Harper, and the Lancer trainer, Michelle Hart Miller, is going to come out and take a look at him as he looks to be laboring his face mask, perhaps. Wait and see. Curtis Harper, one of the Lancers' top offensive contributors, down on the play as the trainer is going to look at him. Oh my. All of this with 1:22 left in the whole shebang. And Eric Coburn has gone to the penalty box now. Lucas Poulin over to talk to him as they'll look at Harper now. He's rolled over onto his back. Both Leach and Moriarty attending to him, as well as Lancers athletic trainer Michelle Hart Miller. Leach and Moriarty going to help Harper to his feet and slowly take him back to the bench now. Of course, we hope Curtis is okay. He missed some games earlier in the season with an injury to his right forearm. He returned a few weeks ago. Hopefully this won't be anything serious to keep him out as we head towards the playoffs here late in the season. And so Eric Coburn is going to sit in the box for the Lancers. I assume that's because he had some choice words for the referee after Harper was spilled without a call. I don't blame him. I'd have some choice words for the referee if I was down on ice level tonight. This officiating has just been absolutely atrociously appalling. Astros clear it down into the Lancers' end as Donlan spilled Hamilton on the play. And they didn't like that one. Now there's 1:07 left in the game. And it's another Lancer penalty. Mike Donlan's going to the box as he took down Josh Hamilton. This officiating is likened to a pile of dung. It stinks and everybody wants it to be gone. Oh my goodness. Lancers can't stick a toe out of line and they get sent to the box. Meanwhile, Pinkerton's been pushing the Lancers around, making dirty hits all night, and they haven't been called for it. I don't know if they handed the referees a sack of money before the game or what, but just atrocious, folks. Absolutely atrocious. Now here's a shot off the draw, turned aside with a pad of McGrath. 1 minute remaining in the game. As it goes down the near side, Lucas Poulin behind his own net with it for the Lancers as it comes around at the blue line and just squirts out as Poulin then hits Bailey Walsh there. Poulin's probably going to the box now for that hit, the way these idiotic referees have conducted this game. Now it goes back down into the Astros end. They dump it back out to center. 34 seconds to go. Colby Austin clears this one ahead, and it's whistled dead here for, I believe, an offsides, as it came out over the Londonderry blue line and then went back in. Corsetto over there. He sends it down behind the Londonderry net. Colby Austin picks it up, clears it up the near side. Lancers struggling to get it out now. But then they do, as it's sent down into the near corner. Hamilton picks it up there for Pinkerton. He'll wait back in the trapezoid there. Parker on him. As Parker lost his balance along the end boards. And the final seconds are going to tick away. Hamilton will just hold the puck in there behind his own net as time expires. So the Lancers get the bum end of the stick here tonight. Lousy officiating, lousy offense, lousy everything. And they see their 12-game winning streak come to an end as Pinkerton comes in here and wins 4-2. Lancers goals tonight coming from Jason Parker and Curtis Harper in the losing effort. And then Curtis Harper was spilled right at the final minutes of the third period, so we'll hope that that was nothing serious and he can return on Wednesday for the Lancers senior night home game when they'll play Bishop Girton. But just a rather disgusting game here tonight. I have not seen such lousy officiating in my days as the Lancer hockey announcer, so we'll hope for better referees on Wednesday in the Lancers next game senior night when they'll play Bishop Girton right here at home. But until then, you've been listening to Lancer Hockey here as the Lancers fall tonight 4-2 to Pinkerton, and they see their 12-game winning streak come to an end. Pinkerton improves to 6-7-2 on the season. Meanwhile, the Lancers fall to 13-3-0. For our cameraman Joe Green, my name is Adam LaFleur. You've been listening to Lancer Hockey. Good night.